put yourself in a position that every day you get up and you go to work, if you would, knowing that this could be your last day. I think everyone that served in Vietnam had that feeling at one point or another. And maybe I was just lucky that day that those NBA that overran the position with 4 shots, and I lived to be a veteran. Some of my classmates and friends were not as fortunate. Today, I think the best way I can honor those with whom I served, who made that ultimate sacrifice, is to dispel some of the myths and popular beliefs that tend to discredit and minimize the value of their service and sacrifice. At the same time, maybe I can help you who served in Vietnam to become veterans who stand a little bit taller. Now, I applaud the sound noise that we see today on television where the units are deployed to Afghanistan, and when they're deployed and when they return, we have celebrations and we honor them. And that's wonderful. I'm just delighted to do that. But I must confess I'm a little bit envious. When we returned from Vietnam, that wasn't the case. In fact, when I returned from Vietnam as an officer of the United States Army, I was told to wear civilian clothes and not a uniform, so I wouldn't be harassed by protesters as I traveled home. There are many positive stories that could be told about Vietnam. I could talk about the flying supplies into the leper colonies on the coast of the South China Sea, or the stopping at the fishing villages and picking up some of their daily catch so we could have a lobster boil when we got back that night. Or the time we did rescue missions when flooding flooded out villages and we rescued villages. But you probably never would have heard of those stories. Instead, I would guess that of all the lieutenants who served in Vietnam, probably well over 100,000, you only remember one, Lieutenant William Calley of the My Lai massacre fame. The media became disenchanted with the war and, in my opinion, began a deliberate campaign of negative stories and misinformation and myths about Vietnam. While some considered Walter Cronkite America's anchorman, I saw him as a chief propagandist. Some of these myths persist to this day.